Hello students, I am Kinjal Parmar. Welcome back to the video lecture series of microprocessor and microcontroller. Today we will discuss AVR USART. So let's discuss what is USART. The USART means Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. In AVR there is a inbuilt USART IC. The USART in AVR has normal asynchronous, double speed asynchronous, master synchronous and slave synchronous mode features. This AVR USART in which synchronous mode can be used to transfer data between AVR and external peripherals such as ADC and EEPROMs, and the asynchronous mode is used to connect AVR based system to the Cross86 PC serial port for the purpose of full duplex serial data transfer. This AVR USART is basically in a AVR controller with 5 resistors are associated with this. These all are the 5 resistors associated with USART in AVR microcontroller. First is a UDR, that is USART data resistor, then UCSRA, UCSRB, UCSRC, that is USART control status resistor A, B, C, and UBRR, USART baud rate resistor. Now let's discuss about all these 5 resistors. So first we have a UBRR resistor. The AVR transfer and receive the data serially at many different baud rates. The baud rates in the AVR is programmable, and this is done with the help of 8-bit resistor called UBRR. So here we have a UBRR resistor. For a given frequency, the value loaded into the UBRR decide the baud rates. The relationship between the value loaded into the UBRR and the FOC is represented over here. Desired baud rate is equals to FOC divided by 16 x plus 1, where x is the value of UBRR resistor. So we can put the values over here and we can find out the values of UBRR resistor. So here, to get the value of x for a different baud rate, solve the equations like this. So we have a x is equals to FOC divided by 16 into desired baud rate minus 1. So here we have one example that if FOC is equals to 8 megahertz and desired baud rate is equals to 9600, then value of UBRR is equals to x, 8 divided by 16 into 9600 minus 1. So here we have a value 15.08. So here we have a values of UBRR is equals to 51 in a decimal, or we can convert this in a hexadecimal. So we have a 33H value. So this is how we can calculate the values of UBR. Now next is a UDR. In a AVR, to provide a full duplex serial communications, there are 2 shift resistor, transmit shift resistor and receive shift resistor. Each shift resistor has a buffer that is connected to it directly. This buffer are called transmit data buffer resistor and receive data buffer resistor. So these all are the USART transmit data bus buffer and USART receive data bus buffer. These two share the same IO address, which is called USART data resistor or simply UDR. Now whenever we want to send some data or whenever we want to retrieve some data, so we have a UDR resistor to return over here. So write data to UDR, it will be transferred to the transmit data buffer resistor, and read data from the UDR, it will return the content of the receive data buffer resistor. So this is how this UDR resistor will work. Now next is a UCSRA. So UCSRA are 8-bit control resistor used for controlling serial communication in AVR. There are 3 USART UCSRT control status register in the AVR, that is UCSRA, UCSRB and UCSRC. So let's discuss about first UCSRA. So in a UCSRA, all 8 bits are over here. First is RXC, TXC, UDRE, FE, DOR, PE, U2X and MPCM. So first is RXC, that is USART receive complete. This flag is set when there are new data in the receive buffer and that are not ready yet. It is cleared when the receive buffer is empty. It also can be used to generate a receive complete interrupt. Then next is a TXC bit. So TXC bit, that is USART transmit complete. This flag bit is set whenever the entire frame in the transmit shift register has been transmitted and there are no new data available in the transmit data bus buffer register. It can be cleared by writing a 1 to its bit location. It is automatically cleared when a transmit complete interrupt is executed. It can be used to generate a transmit complete interrupt request. So this is TXC bit. Now next we have a UDRE bit, that is USART data register empty. This flag is set when the transmit data buffer is empty and it is ready to receive a new data. If this bit is clear, do not write to the UDR because it overrides the last data. UDRE flag can generate a data register empty interrupt. Now next we have a FE bit. This FE, that is frame error. This bit is set if a frame error has occurred in a receiving the next character in the receive buffer. A frame is detected when the first stop bit of the next character in the receive buffer is 0. Now next we have a bit in a UCSRA, that is DOR, that is data overrun. This bit is set if the data overrun is detected. A data overrun occurs when the receive data buffer and the receive shift register are full and a new start bit is detected. Then there is a PE bit, that is parity error. This bit is set if the parity checking was enabled and the next character in the receive buffer had parity error when received. Now next, this FE, DOR and PE are valid until the receive buffer is read. Always set this bit to 0 when we are writing in a UCSRA registers. Now next is a U2X, double the USART transmission speed. Setting this bit will produce double the transfer rate for a synchronous communications and MPCM bit, that is multiprocessor communication mode. This bit enables multiprocessor communication mode. So these all are the UCSRA register. Now next is a UCSRB register. So RXCIE, TXCIE, UDRIE, RXE and TXE and then UCSZ2, RXB8, TXB8. So let's discuss all the bits one by one. First is a receive complete interrupt enable. To enable the interrupts on the RXC flag in the UCSRA, set this bit to the 1. Next is a TXCIE, transmit complete interrupt enable. To enable the interrupt on a TXC flag in the UCSRA, set this bit to 1. Now next we have a UDRIE, USART data register empty interrupt enable. To interrupt the enables to enable the interrupts on the UDRE flag in the UCSRA, set this bit to 1. Then RXEN, receive enable. To enable the USART receiver, set this bit to 1. TXEN, transmit enable. To enable the USART transmitter, set this bit to 1. Now next here we have a bit, that is UCSZ2, that is character size. This bit is combined with UCSZ1, 0 0 bits, so it is used to set the number of data bits in a frame. Next is a RxB8, that is receive data bit. So this is the 9th data bit of a received character when using serial frame with the 9 bit, and TxB8 transmit data bit 8. This is the 9th data bit of the transmitted character when using the serial frames with the 9 data bits. So this is the UCSRB. Now let's discuss about UCSRC. So here we have a UCSRC. Here we have a URSEL first, that is register select. This bit selects to access either UCSRC or UBRRH register in a USART. Then next is a UMSEL, that is USART mode select. This bit selects to operate in either the asynchronous or synchronous mode of operation. If 0, then asynchronous operation 1, that means synchronous operations. Next is a UPM10. These are the parity mode. These bits are disable or enable and set the type of a parity generation and check. If 00, then disable, 01, then reserved, 10, then even parity, and 11, then odd parity. Next is a USBS. So stop bit select. This bit selects the number of stop bits to be transmitted. If 0, then 1 stop bit. If 1, then 2 stop bits are transmitted for a serial communication message. Now next is a UCSZ120. This resides the character side. These bits are combined with UCSZ2 bit in a UCSRB. Set the character size in a frame. So if 000, then character size is 5. If 001, character size is 6. 010, then 7. 011, then 8, and for 111 it is 9. So this is how character size in a one frame can be decided using this bits. Now let's discuss about this UCSRC last bit, that is UCPOL, that is clock polarity. This bit is used for synchronous mode only to set its polarity. Thank you.